Hey everybody, this is Dan checking in, doing my normal check-in that happens once in a while. We're inside again today. Even though it's sunny outside, it is very, very cold. Obviously, there's a lot going on. Seems as though Ohio has made a lot of progress in the COVID stuff. Creative Financial Partners has so far been pretty unscathed in that area. So we're starting to see clients come back into the office, which is new. We're offering in-person meetings or doing a lot of Zoom meetings and a lot of phone calls. So whatever people want to do. So if you're thinking, hey, it's time for me to get back with Dan, if you haven't heard from us, please feel free to reach out. We are now officially under the Biden presidency. And so far the stock market has liked that. That hasn't had any problems. A lot of up and down, like you may have seen some of the stuff happening with Gamestop and some of those things. Very exciting, lots of things that people want to talk about, a lot of moving parts. I'm not going to explain it in this stuff, but a lot of people kind of got out over their skis on that one, meaning they thought they knew something or maybe they didn't understand it at all and decided they were going to try to do something to make a lot of money in a short period of time. And that doesn't always end well, obviously. On the more personal updates, I mean, Perrysburg schools are going to school a couple days a week, a hybrid model. Chloe is down at Ohio University. She is at the university for the first time, but doing virtual classes, which is super weird. But I mean, everything right now is still a little bit weird. Drake is out on the USS Roosevelt out in the middle of the ocean. Like, I hear from him once in a while. He calls me. It's nice. He seems pretty good. And later this year, he'll be out and back to Ohio, at least for a while, and like be done with his time in the Navy. It was 7 years, almost 7 years already. And boy, that happened pretty quick. Other things I'm starting to get a lot of questions on is time to be filing taxes pretty soon. So lots of different things. One of the things I'll highlight today, keep in mind, if you haven't done a Roth IRA for 2020, that's last year, you can still do that. So you could really write a check to do your contribution for last year and your contribution for this year at the same time if you haven't done a Roth. Keeping in mind the Roth has a little different rules than your traditional IRAs. The biggest benefit is even though it's after-tax money you're putting in, it's not money you're ever going to have to pay tax on at the tail end. So if you meet the criteria to be able to do a Roth IRA, it's a really good investment for most people. I have kind of another thing that some of you know about, but not everybody knows about. But I've been doing a podcast, so a lot of people remember me doing the radio show. I did that for several years. We've kind of converted to a podcast platform. We're doing that on YouTube. Besides these update videos, I'm having a lot of really cool guests that are on, and we're doing those now about once a week. So I've got almost 20 of them in the hopper. So if you wanted to go, you can check me out on YouTube. That's Dan DeVerna, the Dan DeVerna channel, and you can check me out and you can kind of go back. We'll cut up some of these things and we put them on Facebook and LinkedIn, but you can watch the full podcast if you have an interest. Subscribe, like click that button so we know you're watching. It's a lot of fun. I'm having some very unique guests, everything from my black belt jiu-jitsu, the black belt world champion Dante Leone, to many of my other neat guests like Matt McClure, Nick Dumas, and so many local people that I know, business owners and friends and people that I thought would be interesting conversations. And they are. It's a lot of fun. Really enjoying it. And so if you haven't heard of that, I'd love for you to reach out and do that. You guys stay safe with all the tax stuff and all of the different planning things that people do at the beginning of the year. If you have any questions or need any help, or any of your friends or family do, please reach out to us. It's why we exist. We're here to help. Let us know how we can do that for you. Have a great rest of your day. Stay safe.